Today we are going to start the theory session of yoga instructor course, which is affiliated to Svyasa Bangalore and conducted by Swami Vivekananda Institute, Mancheriala. Start this session with 3 Oms. Sit comfortably, gently close your eyes, make your body relax. Join both palms together. This is the diagram. Actually, all the diseases, they have been divided into 2 types, Adija Vyadhis and Anadija Vyadhis. Before that one, we need to know what do you mean by Adi. As we said, Adi is nothing but the root cause of the disease, which starts from our Manomaya layer. So if you see this small box, so Adis are started from our mental agitations. Mental agitations means imbalanced thoughts. So agitation is nothing but some things which excites you to do good or to do bad. So there is no constant mind. Restless mind is there, which is going with excessive speed. Our mind is traveling with excessive speed. So with this excessive speed, what is happening? It is affecting the flow of your breath. Haphazard ante uniform ga kaadu, ela padite ala. Flow of prana. So the prana, that is the breath which is flowing in our body, it won't be traveling in a interval, or it won't be traveling in a uniform manner. And the same mental agitations, if your mind is restless, instability of the nadis also won't be working stably. One nadi might be having too much energy, and another nadi there might be a blockages. So these mental agitations will lead to affect the flow of prana as well as instability in the nadis. So when your prana is not in a controlled way, when your breath is not in one control, not within your control, or it is either going fast or it is going very slow, there are 3 cases: ajirnatvam, atijirnatvam, kujirnatvam. So when the prana is not right, or the prana is going too fast or too slow, the ajirnatvam means what? Ajirnatvam. What is mean by jirnatvam? Jirnatvam is nothing but digestion. Which vayu helps for digestion? Which vayu? Samana vayu helps for digestion. Where does samana vayu exist? Samana vayu exists at the Nabi level. That is at the navel region. We discussed in the last class. So prana vayus are 5. So in that one is the samana vayu. This samana vayu is nothing but the breath. One type of breath. Breath has been divided into 5 parts or 5 types. So if your breath flow is not uniform, then either it might go for under digestion or over digestion. That means either you will eat too much, and whatever you have eaten, it will be digested. Ajirnatvam, whatever you have eaten, it won't get digested. And again, this jirnatvam is affected by what? Pitta. There are again 3 gunas: vata, pitta, kapha. So this pitta comes into existence. This pitta would be flowing like up and down, up and down. Whereas the combination of, if you are digesting too much, and kujirnatvam means wrong digestion. So instability of the nadis, either it might lead to atijirnatvam or it might lead to kujirnatvam, wrong digestion. Wrong digestion in the sense, the food which we are taking, it should be digested in a proper way. Proper way means how the food is digested, all the nutrition should be absorbed and the wastage should go outside from our body. So this pattern would be changed. Wrong digestion will start coming into the picture. So this second layer, the pranamaya kosha, what it would do, either it would lead to atijirnatvam, adirnatvam or kujirnatvam. All these 3 will show some vyadhi in our body, that is the physical elements. So now comes the concept of vyadhi. Chudandi, from mental layer, we have gone to the physical layer. From Adis, we have gone to Vyadhis. Again, this Vyadhis, again 2 types. That is Adija Vyadhi and Anadija Vyadhi. Adija Vyadhi means that are generated from our mind itself, but they are again 2 types. That is the Sara Vyadhi and Samanya Vyadhi. I would be explaining in the next slide. So this Adija Vyadhi is divided into 2 types: Sara Adija Vyadhis, Samanya Adija Vyadhis, and Anadija Vyadhis are nothing but, Anadija Vyadhis are caused from the outside world. When you get contact, for example, corona. When corona pandemic was there, we are not allowed to go outside. We are not allowed to touch something. We are asked to wear the mask. Why did they ask? Because it is not coming from our body. It has come from a virus outside, and it is an infectious one. So anadija Vyadhis are the Vyadhis which will start coming into our body because of the outside environment, interaction with outside. Whereas adija Vyadhis will come from our body itself. So two types which we have said, Sara and Samanya. The Sara Vyadhis are nothing but which comes from our previous janmas, previous birth. According to our Agami Karma, Prarabdha Karma, again Karma concept. So from birth to birth, Sara Vyadhis will come. We have no control on our Sara Vyadhis. Whereas the Samanya Vyadhis, they come because of our mental agitations, psychosomatic diseases, for example, diabetes. Diabetes is nothing but there is no proper blood sugar. So the blood sugar either it is high or it is low. So the glucose which is getting converted into the blood, there is a fluctuation. Why it is getting caused? Because of not having proper lifestyle. So that is known as Samanya Vyadhis. And this entire flow chart or the classification of Adis and Vyadhis was given by Nirvana Prakarana of the Lagu Yoga Vasishtha. And also the sage Vasishtha, Valmiki, the sage Vasishtha has taught the classification of the Vyadhis to Lord Rama. As explained, the Adis are known as primary diseases, Vyadhis are known as secondary diseases. The Adis primary diseases are of two types, as we said, Samanya, which is also called as ordinary, Sara, which is essential, which would follow us from birth to birth. So the Samanya Vyadhis are nothing but which comes incidental to the body, whereas the Sara Vyadhis, which is responsible from the previous births. So all the Samanya Vyadhis in anatomically we can say as psychosomatic ailments. Psychosomatic means because of our mind. Whereas there are some suitable techniques, and if you are interacting with if you are taking care of your daily food habits, lifestyle, achara, vichara, vyavahara, if you are taking care in all these aspects, then all the Samanya Vyadhis would be eradicated. You can get out of the Samanya Vyadhis. And what we said, Vyadhis are coming from the Adis, we said. Again, there are two parts we explained, Adija Vyadhi. So, all these Adija Vyadhis, which are causing the birth of the physical body, can only be destroyed. That is, Adija Vyadhis can only be destroyed with the help of following dharana, dhyana, and samadhi, which can lead to Vijnanamaya Kosha and Anandamaya Kosha. So all the Adija నుంచి వస్తున్నాయి, పాత జన్మల నుంచి వస్తున్నాయి. ఆదిజ వ్యాధులు మాత్రము మనము ధారణ, ధ్యాన, సమాధితో మాత్రమే పోగొట్టగలుగుతాం. అనాదిజ వ్యాధుల్ని we can take care with the help of medicines, with the take care of achara vihara, that means our lifestyle. The same slide I have kept for easy understanding. Adija Vyadhis are nothing but they are formed because of stress. They are known as psychosomatic ailments. Hysterical, some people they start too much of thinking, they start speaking, visualizing in వాళ్ళ ముందు ఏమీ ఉండదు. They think of so many people in front of them. They start hysterically, they won't be communicating properly. They think that some person is standing in front of them or sitting within them. They start talking with them. Neurosis problems. Neurosis means their nerves or nadis are not working properly. So either they will be going through some paralysis attack, so nerves are not working, constipation, so many things will coming for examples of Adija Vyadhis. So again we said Sara Adija Vyadhi, Samanya Adija Vyadhi. So this Sara Adija Vyadhis are nothing but which are influenced by hereditary. Hereditary influence is, for example, diabetes, they say they come as an hereditary disease. And for some people, they have this, what we say, obesity. If their mother or father is having obesity, these people might get obesity. There are many examples where we carry hereditary diseases. Samanya is nothing but these are not inherited. They just come when you are in contact with the other people. Anadija Vyadhis, which we said, somatic ailments, infections, injuries, toxins, and these are all not related to stress but related to infections, outside interactions. As per the Purana, as we just said, Lord Rama asked the sage Vasishtha about the different types of Vyadhis. Then the sage Vasishtha has said that Adi and Vyadhi are the sources of sorrow. So Adulaina, Vyadhulaina, they are the root cause of sorrow, sufferings. So whatever the dukkham comes from Adi and Vyadhi. So if you avoid dukkha, then what is the opposite of dukkha? Happiness, sukha. So avoid dukkha to get happiness. To get that sukha, what is we need to do? We need to get liberation, nirvanamu. Nirvana means you need to get mokshamu. How to reach moksha? You need to go out to the Anandamaya Kosha. You need to get that blissfulness. How to reach blissfulness? Again, the same thing. You need to balance your mind. You should not think too much fast. Slowness, inner awareness. You need to take care of your body, take care of your thoughts. You need to slow your breath. So all these things step by step, then only you can reach to Ananda, pure bliss, pure happiness. So if you are getting that pure happiness, then dukkha is avoided. So sometimes for some people, Adis would be there. For some people, Vyadhis would be there. Sometimes Adis are followed by Vyadhis. Sometimes Vyadhis are followed by Adis. We can't say which is the root cause of the other. So in general, what we say, physical illness is known as Vyadhi, and psychic disturbances. That means if we are not behaving properly, they are coming as Adis. These are nothing but different dimensions of Adis and Vyadhis I have given here. So all this, whether it is an Adi or Vyadhi, the root cause of all this is Ajnanamu. That is Avidya. Avidya means ignorance, telikapovadam. They don't know what is good, what is bad. That means no right knowledge, wickedness, too much cunning. So all the Adis and Vyadhis, they come from Ajnana. When Ajnana is there, what we need to do? We have to remove Ajnana. So how can we remove Ajnana? If you can get good knowledge in the sense self-knowledge. So this Ajnana, usually what is happening when Ajnana is there, you don't know how to control yourself. You will lose your control. You don't know how to talk with your friends, how to take a situation in a positive manner. If there is a situation where you need to take the decision, you don't know which decision is right. Either you might take a good decision or a bad decision. It might either affect you or affect the other people. So you will be losing self-control if you are in Ajnana. You need to get right knowledge, then you will have self-control. If there is self-control, again you will go from Manomaya Kosha to Anandamaya Kosha and Vijnanamaya Kosha. As explained, all the physical diseases, they are caused by Ajnana. And when you are in Ajnana, you will do untimely tasks, irregular activities, unhealthy habits. That means in the last class, there was an example. If a person is suffering from diabetes, when he is walking on the road, if he suddenly sees a sweet shop, his mind will be telling, we'll go and have some sweet, we'll have some one gulab jamun or two gulab jamun. But he has his own buddhi. Buddhi would be telling, no, you are suffering from diabetes, you should not eat. So if your mind is not in your control, you will go and have that food. That is an unhealthy thing. Unhealthy in the sense, it is going to again already your blood sugar levels are not in control. If you are going and consuming too much sweets, what it is having, it is going to affect your liver. So that is an unhealthy habit. Every day in our school, we will be telling our kids or children, you need to wake up early, pray to God, take bath, do some Surya Namaskar or do some exercise, and then come to school. But they won't listen. They will sleep up to late night, 11, 12. They won't try to wake up in the morning. That is an untimely habit. We need to sleep early. We need to wake up as early as possible. That is an untimely habit. So all these things again, from which why we are getting, because our mind is not working properly. Irregular activities in the sense, whenever we need to sleep, there is particular time for sleeping, there is particular time for having food. For example, breakfast should be taken from 8 to 10 a.m. Lunch should be taken from 12 to 2, and dinner should be finished as early as possible within 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Why do our ancestors has given these timings? They have understood our biology. Our biology in the sense, during early morning, our pitta will be around 70%, whereas afternoon 12 o'clock, from 12 to 2, our pitta will be too high. That is the time they have asked us to take a very good lunch. A good lunch in the sense, lunch you can have a very heavy lunch. Whereas in the evening, around from 4 to 6, automatically our pitta would be decreased. In the morning, pitta would start increasing from morning 6 o'clock. Around 8 to 10, pitta would be around 60 to 70%, we have to take our breakfast. Breakfast, we are fasting our break. That means we are waking up the digestive system, which was sleeping. Then around afternoon 12 to 2, they have asked us to take lunch. So timely and untimely habits means ఏ పని ఎప్పుడు చేయాలి అనేది ఆ టైం ప్రకారమే మనం చేయాలి. So we need to have timely habits. If untimely habits are there, irregular activities are there, unhealthy habits. Unhealthy habits means having too much carbohydrates. That means having only non-veg, having only sweets, having only boiled food, or having only one kind of food. That is very unhealthy habits. And drinking too much of alcohol, drinking too much of cool drinks, evil company. That means sahawasam. Sahawasam, we should always be surrounded with good people. When we are surrounded with good people, the fragrance of goodness will automatically come within us. We will be also having a very good fragrance. That goodness will be seen from our body, from our manasa, vacha, karmane. Our thoughts will be very good. So we should surround ourselves with good people so that we can avoid wicked thoughts. If thought is not good, that means wicked. Manchi alochana kadu, chedu alochanalu. If there is a wicked thought, automatically wicked thought make you to do bad things. చెడు ఆలోచన వచ్చిందంటే చెడు పని చేస్తారు. If you are doing one bad thing, again it is going to affect your body, affect your mind. So one after the other, it is a cycle. ఒక చెడు ఆలోచన అన్ని ఒకటి తర్వాత ఒకటి, everything is going to collapse. So when your thoughts are not good, automatically your nadis will also get weakened. If the nadis is weakened, that means no blood flow properly in the nadis, no energy flow, blood circulation sarigga ledu, vyana vayu. The Vyana Vayu gets affected. When there is no Vyana Vayu, automatically the Prana Vayu will also get affected. So if Prana Vayu is not there, Prana Vayu is affected, Vyana Vayu is affected, nadis will start getting blocks. Whichever nadi or whichever place the nadi is blocked, that organ would get affected. For example, we are not having good digestion, or if our blood glucose level, sugar levels are not in a uniform pattern, the organ which is affected is the liver. So liver gets affected because the blood flow, because of the digestion problem. In digestion, samana vayu is not working properly, it would lead to digestion. Otherwise, blood pressure. Blood pressure means again the prana vayu. If the prana vayu is not working properly, heart would get affected. So nothing but our nadis will block the energies. When the nadis will get blockages, surrounded organs would get affected. Lastly, when all the prana vayu or all the vayus, pranamaya gosha is affected, you get affected. That means person, he will show up Vyadhis. When you are having Vyadhi, surrounding people, they would get that vibrations. When you are sad, surrounding people will also think he is sad, I need to take care. If you are happy, that face gracefulness, your brightness from your face, your happiness, your smile will be contagious with the other people. When you are sad, the unhealthy environment will be there. People around you will also feel bad. So all these things are going to affect your health. And at the same time, besides these things, your old habits from your previous birth, karma, mana prarabdha karma. So again, karmas, there are, we will discuss in karma, sanchita karma, prarabdha karma, agami karma, etc. So every person brings a sack ante oka bag ninda karmalni techukuntadu puttinappudu. So every person will have one big suitcase of karmas on his head while taking birth. This suitcase will have so many karmas. All the karmas he should spend in this life. He should take an empty suitcase. If he is taking an empty suitcase, then he is going to reach moksha. If he is not taking an empty suitcase, if he is ante konta karmalni manam ichi ఆశపడి ఇంకొన్ని కర్మల్ని కానీ తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి, ఆ సూట్ కేస్ లో అలానే ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట, మోసుకునే వెళ్తూ ఉంటాం. If your suitcase is heavy, definitely you need to take birth. In your next birth, again you have to spend all those karmas. So some of the Vyadhis, ఆ ఏ వ్యాధులు అవి? అనాదిజ వ్యాధులు. సారా సామాన్యాన్నం, సారా, all the sara adis or sara vyadhis will come from our past birth.